Chosen one, stop. Do not scroll right now. You were not supposed to hear this message today, but I made sure you did. Something unusual is happening around you, and you have been feeling it. That restless pull in your spirit, that quiet urgency in your chest. It is not random. I am the one who placed it there. Listen carefully. There is a woman connected to your destiny, and at this very moment she is waiting, not somewhere far in the future, not in some distant time, right now. And you have no idea how close this moment truly is. You almost ignored this. I watched you hesitate before clicking. I saw the doubt in your mind. You wondered if this was just another video, just another message, just another distraction. But I tell you now, this is not like the others. I called you here. There is a reason your path has felt confusing lately. There is a reason certain doors have closed without explanation. There is a reason you feel like something is about to change, but you cannot see what, because something is about to change. This woman, she carries a piece of your assignment, and if you miss this moment, you will delay something I have been preparing for you. Not destroy it, but delay it. And you have already waited long enough. You feel it, don't you? That pressure, that sense the time is moving differently, that is because I am aligning things behind the scenes right now. But there is something you must understand first, something you were never told. Type Amen if you feel this is for you. Because what I am about to reveal next will explain why this connection is not ordinary at all. Something is happening right now, and you can feel it getting stronger. Not tomorrow, not someday. In this exact moment, things are shifting around you. You are not imagining this. I am moving pieces in your life that you cannot yet see. Conversations you haven't heard. Decisions made in silence, paths crossing without your awareness. All of it is being aligned for one reason. For you. This message is not for everyone watching. Many will hear these words and feel nothing. They will scroll, ignore, and forget. But you felt something the moment it began. That is how you know. I chose you to hear this because you are directly connected to what is unfolding. This woman I spoke of, she is not just waiting casually. She is being positioned at the exact point where your paths must meet, and the timing is critical. You have been asking me for a sign. You have been wondering if I am still guiding you, still listening, still present in your life. This, right now, is your answer. But here is what you don't see yet. There were moments when you almost took a different path, moments when you almost gave up, almost settled, almost walked away from what I planned. If you had, this alignment would not be happening right now. You stayed. Even when it was hard, even when it made no sense, even when you felt alone. And because of that, you are now standing at the edge of something significant, closer than you think. This is not coincidence, this is precision. And what is about to unfold next will make everything clearer. Type 777 if you trust me. Because the truth about why this woman is waiting goes deeper than you are prepared for. I have been watching you more closely than you realize, not from a distance, not occasionally, but through every moment you thought no one saw. Yes, you. I saw the nights when your mind refused to rest. I saw the silent questions you asked when no one else could hear you. And I saw the strength you carried, even when you felt like breaking. You were never invisible to me. You may have felt overlooked by people, misunderstood by those around you, like your efforts went unnoticed and your intentions were ignored. But I was there, witnessing every step you took, every single one. This is not random. This is not just another message passing by. You didn't click here by accident, and you didn't stay this long by chance. I guided you here because you needed to hear this now, right now. You have been sensing a shift, but you couldn't explain it. A quiet feeling that something is changing, something meaningful is approaching, yet nothing around you seemed to confirm it. That confusion had a purpose. Because if you had known too early, you would have doubted it. If you had seen everything clearly, you might have tried to control it. So I kept parts of it hidden until this moment, and now you are ready. This woman, she is not just part of your life. She is connected to a chapter I have been preparing specifically for you. A chapter that requires you to be exactly who you are becoming right now. No earlier, no later, like this video, as a sign that you trust my timing. Because what I am about to reveal next will show you why your past had to unfold the way it did. I saw everything, even the parts you tried to hide. The moments you smiled in front of others while silently breaking inside. You thought no one noticed. I saw the nights when you stared into nothing, lost in your own thoughts. When your heart felt heavy and you couldn't even explain why. When you questioned yourself, your worth, your direction, everything, I was there. You carried pain that you never spoke about. You held emotions that you didn't feel safe sharing with anyone. And still, you kept going, even when it drained you completely. That strength did not go unseen. There were days when you felt abandoned. Days when it seemed like everyone else was moving forward while you stood still. And in those moments, you wondered if I had forgotten you too. But I never left. Not in your silence, not in your confusion, not in your lowest point. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was still guiding your steps. Even when you felt lost, I was still protecting your path, closer than you think. I saw the tears you wiped away quickly so no one would ask questions. I saw the way you held yourself together when everything inside wanted to fall apart. And I saw the courage it took for you to face another day. You were stronger than you believed. You kept showing up even when your heart was tired. You kept trying, even when the results didn't come. You kept believing, even when doubt whispered louder than faith. And that matters more than you know, because every moment of pain you endured is connected to something I am about to reveal next. You felt forgotten, didn't you? Like no matter how much you gave, it was never truly returned. I saw that too. There were moments when you questioned your place in this world. Moments when you wondered if you were simply meant to struggle while others thrived. And deep inside, a quiet voice asked, "Why me?" You never said it out loud. You watched people overlook you, underestimate you, even replace you. You gave your energy, your time, your care, and still felt like it wasn't enough. That kind of silence hurts more than words ever could, but you endured it. You didn't become bitter, even when you had every reason to. You didn't close your heart, even after it was tested again and again. Instead, you kept moving forward, carrying a weight no one else could see. That is rare. There were days when you almost gave up, days when quitting felt easier than continuing this path of uncertainty. Days when you thought, maybe this is all my life will ever be. But you didn't stop. Even in your weakest moments, you chose to continue. Even when nothing made sense, you refused to completely let go. And that decision, that quiet persistence, changed everything, more than you realize. Because while you thought you were just surviving, I was watching, measuring, and preparing something in response to your endurance, not punishment, preparation. You were being shaped. Type on rate 11 if you still believe there is a purpose behind your pain. Because what I am about to show you next will prove that none of this was wasted. Nothing you went through was meaningless, not even the parts that broke you. Every delay, every rejection, every moment of confusion had a purpose. I was shaping. You were not forgotten. What felt like silence was not absence, it was protection. What felt like rejection was not denial, it was redirection. And what felt like delay was not punishment, it was preparation. I was working quietly. There were paths you wanted that would have drained you completely. There were people you tried to hold on to who were not meant to stay. There were opportunities that looked perfect, but carried hidden consequences. I blocked them for a reason, not to hurt you, but to preserve you, not to hold you back, but to position you correctly, not to confuse you, but to align you with something greater. You couldn't see it then, but now you are beginning to understand. You are starting to realize that what didn't work out was never meant to, and what felt like loss was actually protection in disguise. This is clarity. Your struggles were shaping your patience. Your waiting was strengthening your faith, and your pain was refining your heart for what is coming next. You are ready now, not because everything is perfect, but because you have grown. Not because this journey was easy, but because you endured it. And that endurance has brought you to this exact moment. This moment matters. Because the woman I mentioned, she is part of what you are being prepared for. Everything you went through was aligning you to meet her at the right time. No sooner, no later. And what happens next will show you why the timing had to be exact. Something is shifting again. Can you feel it more clearly now? That subtle change in your energy, that quiet sense that things are finally moving. This is not your imagination. Behind the scenes, I have been arranging details you could never control. Paths are being cleared. Obstacles are being removed. Timing is being perfected. And all of it has been happening while you thought nothing was changing. I was working in silence. You see, not everything is meant to be visible while it is being built. Some things must come together in hidden places before they appear in your life. If you had seen it too early, you might have doubted it or disrupted it. So I protected the process. There were moments recently when things felt strangely calm, almost like a pause, like everything slowed down without explanation. That was not emptiness, that was alignment taking place. Everything is lining up. You are not where you used to be, even if it feels similar. You have shifted internally, and now your external world is beginning to follow. Step by step, things are moving toward a point you cannot yet fully see. But you are close. Closer than you have ever been before. Closer than your doubts will allow you to believe. Closer than the past version of you could have ever handled. This is your moment. The connection I spoke about is no longer distant. It is approaching rapidly. The timing is no longer someday. It is becoming now. And when it arrives, it will not feel forced. It will feel natural. Exactly as it should. Type 1212 if you trust my timing. Because what is about to unfold next will reveal why everything had to happen this way. You didn't expect this part, did you? That everything you went through was leading to a moment like this. I told you something was coming. This is why you had to wait longer than you wanted. This is why certain connections never lasted the way you hoped. And this is why your heart had to be refined before this could arrive. Timing was everything. If this had happened earlier, you would not have recognized it. If this had come before your growth, you might have mishandled it. So I allowed the process to unfold, step by step, without rushing. I was preparing both of you. Yes, both of you. While you were learning patience, she was learning clarity. While you were healing from confusion, she was being guided out of hers. And while you felt alone, she was also being shaped for this connection. You were being aligned together, not by coincidence, but by design, not randomly, but with precision. Not for something temporary, but for something meaningful. This is different. There is a reason you feel this message deeply. There is a reason your spirit is not rejecting these words. There is a reason you are still here, listening carefully. Because this is yours. The connection you are about to step into carries purpose. It is not just about emotion, it is about alignment, growth, and assignment. And that is why the preparation had to be intense. You were being made ready. Now the distance between you and this moment is closing. Faster than you expect, closer than you realize, stronger than you imagine. And what happens next will bring everything into clear focus. You are almost there, closer than your mind can even process right now. Everything you have felt building inside you is about to make sense. This is the final stretch. You may have noticed small signs recently. Subtle changes in your routine. Unexpected thoughts. A pull you cannot ignore. These are not random moments, they are signals. I am guiding you carefully. You are being positioned in ways that feel ordinary on the surface. But underneath, every step is calculated, every move is intentional, every delay is precise. Nothing about this is accidental. Everything is converging. There is a meeting point approaching in your life, a moment where paths cross in a way that cannot be undone or ignored, and when it happens, you will feel it instantly. You will recognize it, not because someone tells you, but because something inside you will confirm it. A deep sense of knowing, a calm certainty, a clarity you have never felt before. That is how you will understand this is real, no confusion. But before that moment arrives, there is one last thing happening within you. Your mindset is shifting, your awareness is expanding, your readiness is being completed. You are not the same person you were before. You have evolved. And that transformation is exactly why you are about to receive what is coming. Because what is ahead requires the version of you that exists now, not who you used to be. This is alignment. Type 110 to receive the blessings that are already moving toward you. Because the next moment, the turning point, is where everything changes in a way you cannot reverse. This is it, the moment everything begins to change. Not slowly, not quietly, but in a way you will not be able to ignore. Pay attention now. The woman I told you about, she is no longer on the way. She is already within your reality, closer than you have allowed yourself to believe. You may have seen her, crossed paths, or felt a strange familiarity without understanding it. That was not coincidence. I arranged that encounter. This connection is not random attraction or temporary curiosity. It is tied to your purpose, your growth, and the next phase of your life. And that is why it feels different from anything you have experienced before. You can sense it. There is a pull you cannot explain, a recognition that goes beyond logic, beyond surface-level emotion, beyond timing. That is because this was aligned long before you were aware of it. I planned this. And now the moment you have been unknowingly preparing for is here. Not in theory, not in imagination, but in reality. You are stepping into a connection that will shift your direction completely. This changes everything. But understand this clearly. This is not just about her. This is about what happens to you when this connection activates. The decisions you will make, the doors that will open, the path that will reveal itself. She is part of the key, not the entire story. There is more. And what unfolds from this point forward will show you why this moment was destined from the beginning. Now you begin to understand this was never just a simple connection. What is happening carries weight, meaning, and a purpose beyond what you first imagined. This changes everything. When this connection fully reveals itself, you will feel a shift inside you. Your thoughts will become clearer, your decisions more confident, your direction more certain. It will feel like something finally clicked into place, because it did. This is what alignment feels like. The confusion you carried for so long will begin to fade. The questions that kept you restless will start finding quiet answers within you, and the uncertainty that once held you back will lose its power. You will move differently. Not with fear, but with clarity. Not with hesitation, but with intention. Not with doubt, but with a deep sense of knowing. This is transformation, and this woman, she plays a role in activating that transformation. Not by changing who you are, but by revealing who you have been becoming all along. She reflects something back to you that you could not see on your own. That is why this matters. You will start noticing doors opening in unexpected ways, opportunities appearing without force, conversations flowing without effort, paths becoming visible. Things that once felt blocked will begin to move, naturally. Type yes to receive the miracles that are unfolding in your life, because this is only the beginning of what is about to expand. And what comes next will show you how far the shift would truly go. What I am building for you is already beginning to take shape. Not somewhere far away, but within the life you are stepping into right now. Look closely. The path ahead will not feel forced like before. You will not struggle the same way. You will not question every step. You will not feel lost. Instead, things will begin to flow with a quiet certainty. That is my hand guiding you. Doors will start opening in ways you did not expect. Opportunities will appear without you chasing them. Connections will form without pressure. Timing will feel natural. You will notice how different this feels from your past, because this is alignment. The confusion that once surrounded your choices will begin to disappear. You will start seeing clearly what is right for you and what is not. And that clarity will give you a confidence you have never felt before. You are stepping into something new. This connection will not distract you from your path. It will strengthen it. It would bring support where there was once struggle, direction where there was once doubt, energy where there was once exhaustion. And that will change how you move forward. You will grow faster. You will begin to attract the right people, the right situations, the right moments, not by force, but by alignment with who you have become. Everything will start responding differently to you. This is the shift, and as this continues to unfold, you will start realizing that what I prepared for you is far greater than what you imagined. It will go deeper than you expect, further than you have imagined. What begins as a connection will expand into something that touches every part of your life. Watch closely. People will begin to notice a change in you. Not because you are trying to prove anything, but because your energy will feel different. Calmer, stronger, more certain than before. They will sense it. Opportunities that once ignored you will start finding you. Situations that once felt closed will begin opening without resistance, and conversations that once led nowhere will suddenly carry meaning. This is not luck. This is alignment responding to you. You will start meeting people who understand you without explanation. You will step into environments that feel natural instead of draining, and you will experience moments where everything just fits. That is not accidental. The connection I placed in your life will amplify this shift. It will bring out parts of you that were hidden, strengthen parts that were weak, and confirm parts you doubted. You will begin to see yourself differently, with clarity, and as this unfolds, your confidence will grow quietly. Not loud, not forced, but steady and real. You will trust your instincts in a way you never did before. That is growth. Type 222 receive the miracles that are unfolding around you. Because what is still ahead will reveal why you were chosen for this path in the first place. You were never ordinary. You were chosen for this. Not by chance, not by luck, but by intention from the very beginning. I chose you. Before you understood your path, before you questioned your worth, before you felt lost, I already knew who you would become and what you would carry within you. And that is why your journey has been different. You were set apart, not to isolate you, but to prepare you. Not to break you, but to shape you. Not to confuse you, but to build something deeper within you. There was purpose in it all. You may have compared yourself to others. You may have wondered why your path felt slower, harder, more uncertain than theirs. But you were never meant to follow their path. Yours is different, because what you carry requires a different kind of strength, a deeper level of understanding, a stronger sense of awareness, a greater level of endurance. And you have been developing all of it through your experiences. You are not behind. You are right on time for what I planned for you. Every delay you experienced was part of aligning you correctly. Every challenge you faced was part of strengthening your identity. You are becoming who you were meant to be. And this connection, this moment, this shift, is not separate from that identity. It is part of confirming it. You were chosen for a reason that is about to become even clearer as the next truth begins to unfold before you. You may be thinking, what if this isn't real? You may feel a hesitation rising, trying to protect you from disappointment. I see that doubt. It comes from everything you have been through, from the times things didn't work out, from the moments you trusted and felt let down, from the situations that made you question what is truly meant for you. That doubt has a history. But listen to me now. This is not like those moments. This is not another illusion, not another temporary connection, not another false start. What I am bringing into your life carries intention and direction. It is different. You are not being led into confusion again. You are not being placed in something that will break you. You are not walking into something uncertain without guidance. I am guiding you. Even if your mind tries to question it, your spirit recognizes it. That quiet feeling inside you, that calm awareness, that subtle knowing that is not doubt speaking, that is truth. You may also be thinking you are not ready, that you still have things to fix, things to understand, things to improve. But readiness is not about perfection, it is about growth. And you have grown more than you give yourself credit for, more than others may ever realize, more than your past self could have imagined. You are ready for this moment. Type 777 to affirm your belief in what is unfolding, because the next part will bring you a deeper peace than you have felt in a long time. Even in silence, I was there with you, not distant, not absent, but closer than you could feel in those moments. You were never alone. When your prayers felt unanswered, I was still listening. When your path felt unclear, I was still guiding your steps. And when your heart felt heavy, I was still holding you together, quietly. I did not leave you in your confusion. I did not abandon you in your waiting. I did not forget you in your struggles. I stayed. There were times you thought everything was falling apart, moments when nothing made sense and you couldn't see a way forward. But even then, I was keeping things from breaking completely, protecting you in ways you didn't see. I slowed things down when you needed time. I blocked things that would have hurt you more deeply, and I allowed certain delays so you could grow stronger inside. That was care, not rejection, protection, not distance, presence, not silence, preparation. You were being held the entire time. And now, as things begin to move again, you can step forward with a peace that you did not have before. A quiet confidence that you are not walking this path alone. Because you aren't. I am still with you, guiding you, strengthening you, in every step you are about to take from this point forward. Closer than ever. And what you are about to experience next will remind you just how deeply I know you. I know your name. Every detail of your life is known to me, not in fragments, not partially, but completely, deeply, and without confusion. You are fully seen. I know the thoughts you never shared with anyone. I know the fears you hide behind your strength. And I know the desires you carry quietly within your heart. Nothing about you is hidden. I know why you react the way you do. I understand why certain things affected you more deeply than others. And I see the parts of you that you are still trying to understand. I know it all. Even the things you struggle to accept about yourself, I already understand. Even the parts you wish you could change, I see their purpose. Even the moments you felt like you failed, I saw your effort behind them. You were never judged. You were understood. That is why I have been guiding you so carefully. That is why I did not rush your process. That is why I allowed you to grow at your own pace, because I know what you need, and I know when you are ready. Now you are stepping into something that matches you, something that aligns with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. And that is why it will feel right when it arrives. You will recognize it. Type Amen to receive this word into your life, because what I am about to ask you to do next requires you to trust me completely. Now listen carefully. This part matters more than you think. What you do next will determine how smoothly this unfolds in your life. Do not hesitate. When this connection becomes clear, when the moment presents itself, do not overthink it, do not delay it, and do not let fear control your response. You will feel the right timing. Trust that feeling. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to move with awareness, with presence, with faith in what you feel. Because hesitation can create distance where alignment already exists, and you don't need that. You have spent enough time questioning yourself. You have spent enough time holding back when you should have stepped forward. This time, you must respond differently. With confidence. Speak when you feel led to speak. Move when you feel guided to move. And stay present in the moment, instead of trying to control the outcome. Let it unfold naturally. Do not bring your past fears into this new chapter. Do not assume it will be like before. Do not limit what I am trying to build because of what you experienced earlier. This is not the same. You are not the same. And what is arriving in your life now requires a new version of you. A version that trusts, that acts, that allows things to develop without fear. Step into that version, because what happens next depends on your willingness to receive what I have aligned for you. You made it to this moment, and that means more than you realize. Through every delay, every doubt, every quiet battle, you are still here. And I am proud of you. You did not quit when it was hard. You did not give up when it felt confusing. You kept going, even when you had no clear reason to continue. That strength brought you here. You are not the same person you were before this journey began. You have grown in ways you cannot fully see yet. And now you are standing at the edge of something meaningful. This moment matters. Take a breath and feel what is happening within you. That calm, that clarity, that quiet sense of direction forming inside. That is not temporary. That is alignment settling into your life. Receive it. Everything you went through was leading you here. Every step, every lesson, every delay, it all had a purpose. And now, you are ready to move forward without carrying the same weight. Lighter, stronger, more aware than ever before. This is your new beginning. Type yes if you received this message into your heart. Because what I seal over your life next will mark the final confirmation that you are truly chosen. This is your confirmation. You are not the same after this moment. Something within you has shifted, and it will not return to what it was before. You have crossed a line, not a visible one, but a real one. A point where confusion loses its control, where doubt loses its voice, where fear loses its power. You are stepping into clarity now, and it will stay. You are not just someone searching anymore. You are someone who has begun to understand, someone who is aligned with what is meant for them. That is who you are now. The path ahead will not be perfect, but it will be guided. It will not always be easy, but it will be meaningful. And it will not feel empty, because you will know why you are walking it. You are chosen, not by accident, not randomly, but intentionally, for a purpose that is still unfolding, for a life that is still expanding, for a journey that is still rising. And you are ready for it. From this moment forward, move differently, think differently, trust differently, because you are not who you were before this message found you. You are aligned now. Subscribe so heaven's messages find you every time.